Hey everybody, Preparedness 1 here. So this video will be going up on Wednesday, the 21st, 2024. When you see this video, I just want to let you know that I will be live streaming tonight, Wednesday night at 8 p.m. So please join me then. We're going to have a good discussion. Not 100% sure what the topic is going to be yet, but we will figure that one out when we get to that point. Alright, so here's what I want to talk about, okay? We're talking about the southern border. Now, we haven't even mentioned, folks, we haven't even mentioned the northern border. They don't talk about the northern border. I find that very suspect, number one, okay? Why is there never any talk about all the illegal immigrants coming in from the northern border? But anyway, we're going to focus on the southern border in this video. Alright, you had 5.6 million people have come in, obviously recently, over the last couple of years, for the Biden administration, illegally into the country. And they're also saying that there was 1.9 million gotaways. And so what does that mean? 1.9 million gotaways. Those are people that got across the border, that did not get caught, that are in the country, here illegally, that never got a court date or any of that type of stuff, were never screened, were never made sure that they were, you know, the people that we want to be able to have here. So, excuse me. So where are all these people, right? Excuse me. We keep hearing, you know, about the migrant crisis in New York City. We hear about the migrant crisis in Chicago. Where are all these people? Well, in the last year, more than 100,000 have been coming to New York City, and that's just the last year, okay? And they're talking about, you know, they have this huge crisis and there's a huge problem, and you know, I got to get a Kleenex, guys. Hold on one second. Sorry about that, folks. I hate when a sneezing attack comes on. It's like, you know, not a whole lot of fun. So, anyway, where are the largest concentration of illegal immigrants in the country? All right, well, most of them are in 20 major cities. And I'm just going to give you the top ones here. New York City is probably the biggest one. A lot of them go there because New York City declared themselves a sanctuary city. So, you know, when you've had Governor Abbott, he's sending them off, right? So Los Angeles would be another one. Houston, Dallas, Fort Worth. So a lot of them are in Texas. You know, a lot of them are in California, and of course New York State. Well, the problem is this. Where's the rest of them? I mean, if you really want to think about it, we're talking about a tremendous amount of people. We're talking about more people population-wise in a lot of states. You know, like you look at West Virginia, for an example. I think there's like 1.9 million people in the entire state. So where are all these illegal immigrants? And where are all these gotaways? What are they doing? Where are they going? Do they have help? Are they organized? You know, all those type of things. I think a major concern, folks, realistically, and it needs to be a major concern, and it's not really talked about a whole lot, a little bit, but not a whole lot, is sleeper cells. Organized people coming here with bad intentions, waiting for orders to do what they're told to do, to cause havoc and chaos in America. And they're here. If you don't think that they're here, you know, I would strongly argue that the chances of people being here that shouldn't be here, that have bad intentions, are pretty high. We have a lot of people around the world that hate us, meaning the United States of America, and would love to see our downfall. And of course, you know, I've talked many times what our Achilles heel is, and that is absolutely 100% our power grid. So with a coordinated attack across the country on our power grid, then all they have to do is sit back and wait. And I've said this again, and I'll say it right now, we will eat each other. That's what we will do. People are not used to having any kind of difficulties in this country. They're not used to suffering. They're not used to going without food. So there are definitely serious issues going on that people don't think about. They don't, it's if it doesn't affect them directly, they don't care about it. They don't want to know. And so, these are some concerns that really should be thought about and addressed realistically. But again, back to the question, where are all these people? What are they doing? Where are they at? And what are they up to, right? So, there are, and I've heard this, and I don't know how true it is, but, there are places that are training centers that the government knows about, that are training centers for people that don't like America. If you guys remember, bring this one up, and it just I thought that this was interesting, because if it had been a different group of Americans, it would be all front page news forever and ever, and you would hear you wouldn't stop hearing about it. There was a group of gentlemen that were all in camouflage. Tell me if you remember the story too, okay? All in camouflage, traveling on the highway. They had stopped on the highway. Were gassing up on the highway, which, how smart is that? Don't pull off, into a rest area or pull off onto a side road somewhere. Stopped right on the highway. The police came up behind them. A bunch of them ran off into the woods. They all had, weapons, and were all in camo. And they were a group of people saying that they were some kind of independent something or other, and that they were off to a training exercise. If you're going to go to a training exercise, you go in your street clothes, and when you get there to your training exercise, then you put on your camos, and do that there. So there was something more to that situation that we never heard about. We never heard nothing else about it. It kind of just disappeared out of the news, wasn't talked about again. And I wonder what happened in that situation, because the question would be, if that had been a bunch of white supremacists, if you will, or who were a bunch of men that were labeled white supremacists, that would be front page news. You would know exactly what happened to them and what was going down and what they were being charged with in the whole 9 yards. So, there's those type of situations. What were they up to? What was their intentions? What was their plans? So those are, again, you have to think about those situations ahead of time. Things could turn very, very ugly really, really fast. Excuse me. Especially when you're dealing with a population of people that don't like us, meaning Americans. So something that needs to be paid attention to, something that needs to be thought about. And I just wanted to talk about it and get your guys' perspective of the situation and what you think. There's a lot of people in this country that should not be here, and it's our government's fault that they're here, because of the policies of the current administration is why we've had this huge increase of people here in this country. And I'm sure not all of them want to just come here to work and send their money back down to Venezuela or wherever they're sending their money to. There's a lot more stuff going on and we're privy to. There's a lot more things going on than we will ever know. Threats sometimes are avoided and taken care of, and we'll never know what's going on. So just some food for thought, something to think about, just to keep that brain pan thinking. Again, folks, I'm going to always encourage you to prep, continue to get ready, be ready for whatever may come, because we just don't know. We just don't know. So the more prepared we are, the better off we're going to be in the long run. So think about that. I want to hear your feedback in the comments and hear what you guys have to say. Keep prepping, keep taking care of your business, take care of your people that you love and that you care about. Do the best that you can. That's all the only advice that I can give as far as that goes. So I will talk to you all later. I hope everybody has a great day. Preparedness. Well, remember, guys, I forgot my ending. Remember, guys, we truly are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. As soon as we figured that one out, we're going to be in much, much better shape. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really important that we tell the people that we care about, every day how we feel. Last but not least, STD, step thing in day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to accomplish, whatever you're trying to do, you can do it. The only person that's going to stop you from achieving your goals is going to be you. That's it, nobody else. If you set realistic goals and set about them making them happen, like I said, the only one stopping you is you. If you stay away from negative people, you're going to be in much better shape. Think positively, and you're going to be moving along much better that way. I hope everybody has a great day. I will see you all at 8 o'clock for the live stream. So I will see you then. Preparedness 1, out for now.